Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Ghost Prime. You have to excuse my lighting setup right now. I'm trying to work things out in this room. But I want to check out real quick the 1985 mini-spies. These came packed in with the 1985 mini-bots. And they were the first ones with rub signs in the back. Now you get an Autobot or Decepticon. They came in 4 different types and 3 different colors. So collecting them can be difficult. Plus they had different wheel types. There's actually 3 different wheel types, which I'll go over in this review. What? 3 different wheel types? I know. You only thought there were 2, or didn't you? There's actually 3, and I'll show you that one in this video. So without any further ado, let's get to the review.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
In the world of the Transformers, it used to be easy to tell the Autobots from the Decepticons. But now, the mini-spies are on the loose. They look like Autobots, but are they?
It's a Decepticon! After him!
Transformer mini-spies. You get one with each of the 6 Autobot mini-car packages. Motorized Transformers. You can't tell if they're Autobots or Decepticons until you rub up their symbol.
It's an Autobot!
Transformer mini-spies. Get them while supplies last from Hasbro.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right, and these came in 4 different models of cars and 3 different colors. So they all came, I think the Decepticon or Autobots were randomly packed in. However, the colors do have some meaning. White came with Bumblebee and Cliffjumper. Yellow came with Brawn and Gears. And blue came with Huffer or Windcharger. If you got those bots, you'd get one of those colors. In order to collect these, you would have to get one of each color, because there are Autobots and Decepticons and the wheel variants. There's a lot of them. I don't have by any means all of them. Decepticons seem to be harder to find to me. They do have, oh, his arm was stuck. That was kind of cool. They have engines. Some of them are obviously stronger than the other. And stay there. And you do have to worry about yellowing. Here is one I have that is very yellowed. Everything here is yellowed. They yellow pretty badly. So this is definitely the one thing. Green was not an option. Even if it's uniformly green, it was a blue one. And they are not very big. They're really, really small little toys. And the 4 types of car here. This is the FX1. As you can see some of the detail on it. And he is an Autobot, I believe. Autobot? Might all be Autobots. I don't remember which ones I grabbed out of the bin. Here is the Jeep type, or 4-wheel drive type. He is different because he has a gas tank and a spare tire here that actually has to move for transformation. And he is an Autobot 2. This is the Porsche type, as you can see. And this one is a Decepticon. And the buggy type. I love the little steering wheel and the dash detail in there. The detail on these are really cool. I really dig these. This is also an Autobot. Right there. And just to give you an idea of how big these guys are, here is a small mini-bot right here. So if you look, they're almost the same size as Gears and lengthwise. They are really, really, really tiny. And transformation, all these are actually quite similar to Gears and a lot of cars at the time. Actually, before we go through that transformation, let me show you the craziest thing about these, and one of the hardest things to collect are the wheel types. Now, there are 2 common wheel types that people know of: the spoked and the, where's that right here? These ones, which are the small spoked. See if I can get you the light in there. You see the small little spokes in there. So these are a second wheel type. But that's the most common. But there is a third, which is this type right here. Now, this type of wheel, it has a Goodyear tire on it, and it is completely without spokes on each side. This one is is really unknown to most of the community and is very much of a new found thing. Me collecting these, I found this. I wasn't the first, obviously, but I did reach out to somebody else in the community who was finding them. This one has a Dunlop tire, not a Goodyear, and I believe if these tires aren't messed up, this should be. Looks like these were taken off and put back on. These should also be Goodyear. Maybe they're backwards. Maybe it's just worn off from the years and years of play on this one. But these ones should also be Goodyear. So those are all the different types. And if you're collecting all of them, the spoke type, the color, and the type of car are all each have one. Except for this one, I'm not sure how many have the no spoke variants, which is definitely something that's weird. I do have another FX1 with a regular spoke, so they were also made in regular spokes. Now, to get into transformation, really, really simple. They're all the same except for the Jeep, which is a little bit different. And they just kind of unfold like so. Kind of spread out the legs just a tad bit here. I really don't want to break this one, especially this one. The arms, and look at that face sculpt. They're all flat, point of sale items, really not a lot of detail. They would have had, the Takara ones would have had stickers on them in the previous line before they're in Transformers. Really, really simple to transform. The Jeep here, like I said, is different, as in you got to push this up, and then you just do the regular, normal sort of routine here. Pull them out. There's that face sculpt. There's the face sculpt on the buggy. They all have these face sculpts. Regardless of color, you're going to get the same basic plate down here. They all have the same articulation as well, which is basically just the arms and then the knees if you really want to choose that. And the FX1. Height-wise, they don't really gain a lot of height. Pretty much looking at Gears' height. And Gears is a short mini-bot. So, and it's funny that one of these would be packaged in with Gears. So you can see the size of them. So they really were like getting 2 mini-bots in one when these first came out. Obviously, it was to combat piracy.
As if I could be bought for such a low price.
Real quick final thoughts on these. I think you should get all of them. No, because that makes it more competition for me. Now, these things are really cool, and if you're collecting them, it is kind of a rabbit hole. So do know that going into it. I went into it being like, okay, well, I'm going to get, one of each model, and Autobot, Decepticon, and then that's it. Don't care the color, don't care the wheels, and now I'm like just picking them up whenever I see them for a decent price. These don't really go for all that much money. Some people do try to overcharge for them, so that they could start climbing up if people start paying those prices. However, these are really cool little figures, and I strongly recommend them in any Generation 1 collection. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.